I've got a very interesting scenario for you as it relates to XRP and the Ripple SEC lawsuit. And this scenario is a big would they question mark. Going to make you wait for a minute, just for a second. Thank you for your support. Please hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video. Greatly appreciate you. I promise this is valuable information and kind of an interesting scenario. So let's get into this. Okay. So I'm a huge fan of John Deaton, and John Deaton has been a really good outside legal kind of opinion giver related to the SEC Ripple lawsuit. Okay. And so he has shared a condition for settlement that if this did go down, would Ripple take the condition and basically have effectively a conditional win, if you will. And this might be an example of what the settlement could look like. All right, so here it is. So basically, John Deaton was on Twitter. He's a very active on Twitter. He said he is confident that the company's lawyers will advise a settlement if the SEC agreed in writing that the ongoing and future sales of XRP are not securities. And he said, and these are his words, he said, if the SEC agreed in writing and settled the case, that current, ongoing, and future sales of XRP by Ripple are not sales of securities, and also agreed that secondary market sales of XRP by any person or entity, i.e. exchanges, will not be sales of security. I'm confident out of 10 out of 10 that Ripple's lawyers would advise the settlement. And this brings up an interesting scenario. Is this a good enough win? Is this a good enough win for Ripple if this happened? If the SEC said, look, we will, we will not consider when Ripple sells XRP and or when an exchange sells XRP. And I would also say when there's a swap, they would not consider those sales of securities. Would Ripple take that as a win, as enough of a win in a conditional settlement that has cost Ripple at least $100 million in legal fees? But again, they have deep pockets; they could afford it, and thank God they have kept up this 2+ year battle, right? But what do you think? Do you think that's enough of a win? Do you think it's enough of a win for Ripple to go, yeah, okay, we'll take that deal? Because he goes on, the comment was made in response to a question from a Twitter user seeking to get the lawyer's opinion. So he was asking them, so somebody asked this question, and then that's where John Deaton basically said, will the SEC give up its core argument? Because that's coming back to the core of what I'm talking about, right? Hitting a settlement might present a win-win scenario like this for both the SEC and Ripple. However, this cost might be negatively skewed on the part of the regulator. The core argument of Gary Gensler-led commission is that the sale of XRP was an unregistered security, and declaring in writing that this is not so might reduce the regulator's credibility, etc. Because that does go to the heart of it, right? This definitely would be, if this settlement were to go down, let's say this was part of the settlement, this would absolutely be viewed as a win for Ripple / XRP. And I think it would be viewed as a loss for the SEC. And therein lies the issue. I don't know if the SEC is willing to take this hit like this because this is such a high-profile case. What are your thoughts? Drop in the comments below. But it's a very interesting scenario to think about from a settlement standpoint if that did happen. So would Ripple take that settlement? I'll see you. Go make some money.